got more stuff from Amazon. It's been so long since I've actually been able to import stuff like online, so I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, first thing is the brand new Nanaha Exceeds manga, volume 1. I'm a huge fan of the Nanaha series. I basically have almost all of the Figmas, and have a decent amount of other Nanaha figures, like the Axta from Good Smile, and I have the Gutokuru from Nanaha Strikers. I still want to get like the variable action heroes, or real action heroes, if you know what it's called, variable action heroes. I still want that, because even though it's like a really large Nanaha figure, it's like the outfit is made out of cloth, so it might be a really cool figure to showcase at some point. And I need to talk about this series like eventually, because I had a video planned where I was going to cover the whole series, but that's like a huge project, so I need to get around to it. This is basically a setup for the new anime that's going to come out at some point. They might reveal it like sometime this year, but I don't know. This is basically continuing from the timeline established in the current movie universe, where it happens before Nanaha Strikers, aka the third entry in the series, which was a kind of a divisive entry because the two main characters got older and the focus shifted away from the two primary characters, Fate and Nanaha. But yeah, the movies go like to pre-time skip, so before any of that stuff happens. So it's kind of in the same universe as that, but I'm really happy that, one, the original creator of Nanaha, Suzuki Masaki, is involved, along with this new artist that they got for the manga. And I'm really looking forward to the new anime, so time for the next thing. Alright, well this is funny, despite the fact that this is indeed in an Amazon box. It is not from Amazon. This is from the YouTuber AnthonysCustoms. If you've ever seen his channel, he has like probably the most extensive toy review channel ever, and he occasionally does sales to get rid of stuff that he doesn't need anymore, or to help out the community. And he sells them for a bit cheaper so that he can give a fair price to his viewers or anyone who happens to chime in. I've been watching that guy's channel for like maybe 2 or 3, I'm gonna say maybe 2 to 3 years. So this is like, I think my second time, buying from one of his sales. I forget what I got the first time. But I was able to get my hands on some cheaper SH Figuarts. So we'll take a look at those real quick. They're packaged super well too. So first one is the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man. I'm not even like a big Chainsaw Man guy. Like, I've never really seen the show. My friend is a big fan of Chainsaw Man. He's read the manga, but I've been really curious about how this figure is engineered because it looks really good. And it seems like it'll be very interesting. But I know it's very minimal, it doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories, and it was better to buy the original version than the best selection, which comes with way less accessories. Like, I'm really curious about how they did those shoulders, because everyone's been saying that those are really good, but it also kind of reminds me of some of the One Piece figures where, like, you can see the arm is like, it's like flat piece, and then it connects to the shoulder in a really weird way, but I don't know, it looks really good, so I'm gonna see about that. Okay, then the next one, another shonen thing, the Pain figure, SH Figuarts. I don't think he was a premium Bandai item, but I know he was like an online exclusive, so. My brother's a huge fan of Naruto, so I think he might appreciate this. And I kind of wanted this figure too, because I actually do want the Sage Naruto figure, because the Pain arc is actually like one of the only real arcs I like in Shippuden, besides... Yeah, that's kind of the only one. They even advertised like, hey, you should get that fucking Naruto figure, that cost like $100, but... This is just one, I got this, I forgot how much this was, I think maybe it was like 60? I think this guy usually goes for like 80 or 90, so I got a good deal on it. Oh, but then the big one, the real thing I was waiting for, is the SH Monsterarts Dark Magician. I passed on this originally because it was like $90, and I really wanted it, but I forget how much I got this for. It was either I got it for 70 or 80 or something. I got it for cheaper than retail, so I'm really happy about it. could say this is also for my brother too, but I don't know, I kinda wanna say it's mine, but like yeah, Dark Magician's awesome. And of course, I already did a previous unboxing with Elemental Hero Neos, which that one's actually for my brother. And of course, I did my speed build video of the Dark Magician Girl Kotobukiya model kit, so I think it'll go great together. It's nice that I finally have Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician. Now I gotta go look at the last thing. Okay, and then the last couple of things I got was, speaking of Nanoha, I got the new Nanoha Memorial Visual Collection. This is a new Nanoha art book that features art from I think most of the other entries in the series, and it's to help promote the new anime that's coming out later next year or this year, who knows. And it's also tied to the series 20th anniversary, which is why I'm going all in on this stuff. And of course, there's some. Oh, hey, this is pretty cool. So it includes the stuff from the original Nanoha art book, the Nanoha Strikers book, and then the second one. That's cool. And then it shows all these other Nanoha comics. I think I've read some of them, not all of them though. I'm gonna have to take a look at these later. Also, I love that it shows this art of Fate when she's older in Nanoha Strikers, because I love her, that transformation. But that's enough about that. Let me move on to the next thing. I got another model kit. Well, I haven't bought a model kit online in a little while, but I finally caved in and I bought this. I bought the new, relatively new Zundamon model kit from Plum. I kept seeing this in Japan and I really should have just bought it while I was there, but I didn't want the box to get damaged. But it was a small enough kit where I should have just bought it on the spot. It was like 5,000 yen. And now I had to pay 5,000 yen plus shipping, so I was like, I'm kind of stupid. If you don't know what this is, Plum is a model kit company that does like a lot of interesting stuff. Like they've done some classic video games like Assault Suits Valken / Cybernator and Assault Suit Lenos, aka Target Earth. There's also, they've done some other stuff like, I think a Murakumo model kit from Software's like old Xbox game and stuff. And some stuff based on shmups like Raystorm and I think Gradius. And this is Zundamon, and Zundamon is a funny meme character that's also like a Vocaloid, like text-to-speech sort of thing. So it's just a funny meme character, and Japan uses it a lot. There was an instance where when I was in Comic-Cat, like when I was in line getting ready to go to the Comic-Cat event, they had on the speakers like Zundamon speaking, like telling us like, you know, to be careful and, you know, stay in a single file or whatever in line. I thought that was really funny. So instead of actually having a guy, they just got Zundamon to do it, so like, good old Zundamon. They have other stuff based on the Zundamon series, like that one girl with the long hair and then that girl with the pink sweater, but that one's not out yet, but I know the long-haired one is, but really interested in building this. This one might be a really quick build, just considering that the character's pretty small and it doesn't come with a whole lot, so this might be a quick one. I might have to do a double build for that one. Okay, but now the big thing I'm really interested in. You guys ever heard of this anime? You ever heard of Shinkalion? Shinkalion is a really fucking interesting and cool anime because it's basically like Takara Tomy taking their obsession with Transformers and the Brave series and other shit, except now they just combined it with their long-running line of like toy trains, and then they said, fuck it, we're just gonna make a toy train transforming robot that has like super cool like special moves and explosions and shit. And I'm like, this sounds like the coolest thing ever. It was really annoying because I had to get all the episodes for it because the guy that had it didn't put them all in one batch. Because typically people upload episodes and you get all of them, but I had to like individually download like all 76 episodes plus the movie, so it's like, okay, once I'm done with Magical Index and Railgun, I'm probably gonna go all in on Shinkalion and then Macross 7. I gotta go to Macross 7 because I want that Optimus Prime Basara like Macross like crossover thing that comes out next year. But yeah, like this looks cool, and also it's to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Shinkalion. I saw this in the Tokyo Skytree in Japan, and it didn't have. And I had to save my money like for the very end of the trip, like to go to the airport and everything. But I didn't forget about it. Made sure I got it. Totally hyped for this shit. Look at this guy. He looks cool. And he's green, and he has like a cool blade. And also his name is the E5 Hayabusa. Like, of course I need to get a dude that's named Hayabusa, so of course. And and there's like these other like trains that you can buy that can combine and, you know, give him new moves and everything. Like, this is such a cool thing. Like, I'm not like a super big Transformers guy, but I'm really interested in the other stuff that they make, so definitely gonna try this. Also, I need to try their other toy series called Jawbraver. That thing looks really cool too, and it has like a TV, not TV, it has like a YouTube like short anime or something that's like 10 minutes long. Definitely want to get more into this stuff, but yeah, I guess now I'm obsessed with transforming robots. Okay, so the first thing I want to show off real quick is the new Nanoha Exceeds manga, which I already explained. It's a new continuation based off the movie timeline, so it's not following Nanoha Strikers. They could very well just remake Strikers like as a continuation of Gunblaze Vengeance or Exceeds Vengeance, whatever. But based on the movie timeline, so things are very different. And I do think it looks really awesome. Look, bro, you can see Nanoha. She's here. She's happy. She's healthy. It's good seeing her do cool stuff. Let me see, what was that one page I saw that looked really awesome? Like, it showed her transforming. Yeah, like, oh man, that page is so cool. Like, I love the new outfit that she has when she's transformed. It's similar to her old one, but... what else? Oh, this is the cool part. It came with a poster. It's folded up, but it came with a full poster. And I think this is a first print copy bonus. So you get a folded up poster of Nanoha with her new gear and new outfit and everything. So I'm definitely keeping that. I'm not sure if I'll hang it up, but it looks super cool. And I don't remember what page it was on. I'll just put it here. So yeah, I'm not gonna show off too much of this, but I think that if you wanna get into the Nanoha series, you can probably just watch it. I'm pretty sure it's available on streaming or whatever. And of course, Discotech has like their Blu-rays. You can watch the Nanoha series, or if you just want to watch it like via piracy or whatever, you know, you can just, there's plenty of ways to do that. And I'm really looking forward to the new Nanoha anime series that'll hopefully come out sometime after Exceeds, because I think Exceeds is either a prequel or it's setting up for the anime, and the anime is either an adaptation of this or it's a continuation, but I don't know for sure. So, this is really awesome. As someone who became a Nanoha fan in more recent time, I'm just happy that like the series isn't completely dead. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to show you the stuff in this because of the sheer size of it, but the Nanoha Memorial Visual Collection, which basically consists of the 3 main art books that came out throughout the Nanoha series, which includes the original and Nanoha A's, and then the 2 Nanoha Strikers books, which contain, you know, all the stuff from the first 3 seasons. So before the movie timeline was established. Even though this art is using the newer art style, you know, it's hard to see, but the newer art style, it's pretty much the same as the old stuff. Let me see if I can show at least 1 or 2 pages of this before we move on to the figures. I can't really do Zundamon right now because it's a model, so I have to put it together. Yeah, I don't really have the space, but like, look at that. Like, you can see the really cool Nanoha Strikers artwork. I think this was like one of the main posters. They even include the artwork that was used in the Japanese DVDs. Let me see. There must be some kind of cool picture I can show you. Oh, how about this? You can get Fate Testarossa in her yukata. And there's none of how they can't really see it. But yeah, it's hard to really show this. I could take pictures of it maybe, and sprinkle it throughout the video. But I do think this art book is really cool. And I own one of them, so it's really cool that I managed to get one that basically is a re-release that has like everything in it prior to the movie timeline. So yeah, there's a newer one coming out, I think, that covers the rest of the series, so I'm definitely gonna get the second art book. It was really cool seeing the getting one of those art books at Anime NYC, I think like in 2023? Or I forget what year I went. I think it's 2023 or 2022. But yes, I'm into Nanoha. I got into it like when I finally got back into anime, so it's just one of those. Okay, now time for the figures. First one we'll look at is the SH Figuarts Pain from Naruto Shippuden. This is probably one of my favorite villains, not because like I personally like him, but because it's from my favorite arc from Naruto Shippuden, where you know, Naruto has like a lot of like crazy shit happens, and you learn a whole bunch of backstory and all this stuff about like Jiraiya and, you know, Naruto's like sensei and everything and all this shit. And then Jiraiya's kind of like the opposite of Naruto, where all of this bad stuff happened to him, but he ended up going to the dark side, and Naruto's like the good guy in this situation or whatever. And of course, like, spoilers, like Jiraiya, you know, fucking dies, which I'm still mad about, because it's like, dude, what the hell? Like, you killed one of my favorite characters. But like, it's meant for, like, but there's dramatic storytelling and everything in that. So I think it's really cool. Anyway, let's take a look at Pain himself. Okay. I thought that most figure arts don't have a whole lot of stuff. But that's kind of it. Okay, I have like a lot of stuff with me today. Oh, real quick, yeah, you can see it doesn't come with a whole lot. It kind of just comes with some hands, the chakra rod, whatever that is. I forget what that's called. The rod thing that he uses to stab you. And then some really nice looking faces that have like the eye printing and the weird tattoos slash like piercings he has on his face. I feel like his skin's a little too bright. Like, shouldn't his skin look more like dead inside? Like, it should be more of a faded color, because he's kind of dead, but not really. I forget what his whole thing was. It's been so long. I just remember like the story, but not like every detail. Oh yeah, and then of course the fucking Akatsuki cloak. Like, you can't have an Akatsuki member without the cloak. And I do like that it's made out of fabric, but I'm not sure if I'll mess with that right now. Let me get this guy out of the box real quick. I gotta move this stuff. Let me grab the lights. Might need this. It's getting a bit cramped in this space. Okay, let's take a quick look at Pain and see how he looks without all the stuff on. Okay, I will say I do like the plastic quality. It doesn't feel as light and flimsy like I think the SHF Kakashi. Like the Kakashi, despite it being a good figure, the plastic felt kind of cheap and really light. It feels like there's more weight on this guy, which is good. But generally, the Naruto figures are actually pretty good quality. I'm not sure how or why Naruto gets such great figures, but I wish Dragon Ball would get better figures. Same with One Piece, like One Piece probably deserves it too. But yeah, like look at that, you can see like the face printing, like decals and everything. Like they did a great job with his like Rinnegan eyes and the cool piercings. Like and this stuff here. Like they didn't have to add all those details, and it's painted, like they didn't have to add all that shit. Oh, it has the same problem like the Naruto where the face doesn't connect properly, so you get like a weird gap on the headband. But, damn. I still hate how soft the sculpts are, like put either more shading or just give it sharper lines, because look at how flat like the mouth is. It's just like a straight line. And then like no real muscle definition or anything, it's just really soft. Like you can kind of see like the you know, his collarbone, but like still, like come on, like put a little bit more effort into it. Especially like when you can see all the details in the hair. Like yeah, the hair is not painted, but it's like a single color. But look at it, give it so much sculpt detail into the hair. And of course, like his like neck thing. I don't know if that's a necklace. I forget what it is. And then his like arm piercing things that go through his arms, just totally painful. Also, this dude is mad skinny. Look at how skinny he is. Dude's a twig. And of course, like, look at that, they even painted his fucking toenails. I know Naruto dudes love feet. I don't like how this plastic is, it almost looks like a crack. You see that? I don't like that. That's weird. Yeah, look at this. That's odd. And I think he even has like the fingernails painted here. Yeah, you can see it, at least on the thumb. On the rest of the hand, obviously you're not going to see it because of the fist. And he even has like his ring, his Akatsuki ring. You can barely see the details on it because it's so small, but like that's pretty cool. You can see his outfit is like a faded purple, like bluish purple. Which is not that bad, but not really much to write home about, because he just kind of wanted a basic outfit underneath his Akatsuki robe. Like, the Akatsuki robe is the drip, and then, like, you can kind of just fuck around and do whatever you want, like, underneath that. So it doesn't really matter. Also, there's a weird speck. You see that? Like, this one little speck right there on his arm, which is kind of annoying. Oh, but this hand is, this is weird. This hand already has the thing. Oh, I think it's because that's. Oh wait, no. This box wasn't opened. I think it's brand new, so that's weird. Actually, I don't know what the condition was. It was either brand new. I didn't check the website for AnthonysCustoms because that's where I got it from. But whatever. All right, let's check this dude's articulation. Because why not? I'm not gonna review them, so I might as well just cover it now. I don't review much Shonen Jump stuff, so. Head is on a double ball peg. That's pretty nice. Look at that. You can just kind of go wherever you want, which is great because that's how double ball pegs work. And the neck can move too. Look at the neck. That's good. Look at the neck movement. Like, you can look down on you and say "Almighty push." Is what she sees. Anyway, can you look at health? I do like that it doesn't look like an obvious gap. Like, they did it in a way that kind of looks a little seamless. Where you can tell, like, yeah, his head is connected to his fucking body instead of having a bobblehead. Like Figma's or some other figures like Marvel Legends, but that's good. They did a really good job with this part of his body. But what about the arms? They look like they'll work. But I really hate that they keep doing this like weird cap, like, shoulder thing. Like, yeah, it looks okay like when you leave it in a neutral position, but it just looks weird. Also, it kind of looks like he has a sports bra. Okay, so arms go up. about half. Like, see, this is why I don't like it, because you get this weird ass gap. Like, just close this. Like, just close this gap and finesse it so that, you know, it looks better. So you don't need the cap. But okay, whatever. It goes about 90 degrees. That's good. Let's see, it goes all the way. Yeah, see, and then because of this like little lip right here, you can't lift his arm all the way up straight because it kind of forces it to bend. It's really annoying. I don't like that they keep doing this. The Momo Dandadan has the same fucking problem. Except that figure is like terrible. I think there's a ball peg in the arm, so it gives you a little bit more wiggle room since this is like really loose like sleeve. So I guess it kind of gives that illusion. It's kind of weird, but okay. There's a bicep, the entire arm swivel right here. It's cool. Double jointed elbows. Honestly, there should be more range. I don't get why such a skinny guy doesn't have as much range as it should. Like, can I force it to have more? No, that's the same. Like, what the hell? Like, this part of the elbow should be able to curve a bit more so you can go like further, but whatever. It's still good range. Wrists are basically the way they usually are, so not much to say. Yeah, it's kind of boring, this part. The wrists aren't interesting. Okay, let's see his torso. No, not both. Doesn't really go back. Oh, it kind of goes back, but it's hard to tell. Then going forward. Kind of goes forward. Ooh, but with the other joint, with the waist joint, hey, look at that. Goes forward decently. Goes back pretty well, no real gaps. That's good. What about sideways? Like both. That's good, good range. And then same thing. Okay, so that's pretty good. There might be like an extra joint in there, I'm not sure. But that's some pretty good crunch. Especially for like this like floating cap thing. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm not really gonna mess with his accessories. I might like swap one face or something. Okay, then his legs. This seems to be a soft piece or semi-soft. I don't know why they don't just make this completely soft so that it doesn't get in the way. You can see like his legs are pretty normal, so let's see. How does it get in the way? Especially because he's gonna be wearing the coat. Is that really as high as it goes? Is that 90? I don't think so. To me it doesn't look like 90. Okay, that's about 90, that's good. And the knee bend, ooh, the knee bend's ugly. Look at that, Laura, it looks like it's trying to rip itself off. Okay, knee bend, despite being ugly and mechanical, like you can totally see, like, that's not how a knee works, but whatever. It does work, but it looks way too mechanical. To me, I don't like it. And plus, it doesn't have the same finish. Like, see, this is more matte. This is like shiny. Like, why is it shiny? Okay, and then thigh swivel. I think there's a ball here to kind of give you a bit more extra movement. And then there's a little shin swivel, which I guess does help, but I don't know, to me it's a little unnecessary. And then there's a little extra ball here on the foot, which I think is actually kind of a cool thing, because it gives you a little bit more subtle like foot movement. Of course you have these ankle rocker right here. You can do a lot of crazy stuff. So this could be helpful. And then the toes, you think for a series that's full of characters that wear sandals or have toes, you think they would figure this out. Like, it'll function, but like, look at it, it's like really weird looking. So you kind of just goes straight. It doesn't curve and create like a smooth transition, which I think is kind of lame. Okay, so his articulation is pretty good. If I did review this, I would say it gets like a... Oh wait, I forgot one more thing. Oh, never mind. Yeah, his arms go across his chest pretty well. I wanted to make sure. I always test this, like, just because. Yeah, that's pretty good range, so... Yeah, I'd say he gets like a... I know I'm not reviewing it right now, like actually reviewing it, but I still want to give him like a score. I'd say like... Oh wait. I totally forgot one more thing because I'm not reviewing. Perfect splits. Good for him. Can even kick backwards because it doesn't have a full butt cheek, I think. He has like half a butt cheek. Oh no, you can still kind of kick it all the way. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say like almost a 9. I feel like if maybe the torso maybe had more range, a little bit more range, like you should have like that Revoltech range where you can just kind of like crunch all the way forward. Like this is almost there, but like let me see, not quite like touch your toes type of range. Like you see, like he can't touch his toes. Look at that, like this dude can't touch his toes. I don't think he would ever touch his toes, but you see, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, he doesn't have that Revoltech type of range. He can't really touch his toes. So it's almost there. So I'm gonna say like 8.5. Like this is really good, but not quite there. It's missing a few extra points, like to just be like, oh shit, like best thing ever. But and also like the limited range on like the shoulders going up. You can't go all the way up unless you just cheat and go like this. But that's not the same thing as lifting your arms up. So definitely some limitations, but some very small limitations. But this guy is pretty good overall. Okay, real quick, let's see if we can put this coat on. The coat on him to see if that works. Oh, it's small. How does this work? Is this like a Velcro thing? Oh. Does it hook on? Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's really seamless. It's really easy. Okay. Ooh, this is really flat. I have to like break it in a little bit. I really don't like how it looks. Looks not like a coat. Can I do it without having to take his hands off? I think you have to go like this, right? Like you're actually putting a coat on. Let me see. How does this work? Okay, I got the one sleeve. Oh wow, that was pretty easy. That was a lot easier than the CCS Toys Ryoma. Ooh, that'd be a good figure to compare it to. And just pull his arms back in. Okay, and then let me see if I can go like this. Hopefully it just doesn't strain the... Oh. How the hell do I like put that on him properly? Yeah, it's like fighting it a little. I think it's supposed to hook underneath. Is that how it's supposed to look? Or it's like barely like covering his body? Man, this printing is so cheap. Like, why did they do such a bad job with the jacket? I think it's supposed to cover more of him. I think they didn't. It feels like putting on like some cheap paper material. It's not that great. Like what the? Oh right, this is wired. You can it just looks cheap. Especially for the price this dude is going for. Like he's supposed to be like 80 bucks or something, like or more, but like dude, he feels cheap. Like the figure was good, but like the material feels so cheap. This is the cheap dollar store material. What the hell is that? And I can't like close it up properly so he looks the right way. Does he just look more like a kid in an oversized jacket instead of a cool menacing bad guy? Because that's how it feels to me. Especially, look at this cheap ass printing. It's not even the right shade of red. It's like a bluish, like red, like a purpley red. Like what the hell? Man, no wonder people didn't want this. Maybe the Itachi figure is better. Oh, come on, Bandai, you could have done so much better. Like, would it kill for you to use some decent fabric? Like, this is some cheap shit that you get at like a dollar store. Like someone could make this at home and probably do a better job. With the wire included, like they could get a better wire. Like this collar is like oversized. It just looks weird. Like, now he doesn't look that cool. Even though this is supposed to be his like signature look. Can I mess with the wire? Yeah, it's just like his whole aura, his whole energy and everything is just kind of fucked up now because of this. It just doesn't look right. Like, he just looks like a kid in an oversized jacket. It doesn't make him look cool or intimidating, which is, you know, kind of the point. Like, Bandai, if you're gonna do cloth goods, can you please do it right? Like, what the hell is this? Looks cheap, but alright. Actually, he already has this one hand on, so I might just put like the big stick. God, you could get this from like a fucking Gunpla or any model printer. Such a simple accessory too. Like they should have given him a big ass rock so that he could do like the almighty push. That would have been kind of cool actually. But no, they'd probably just sell that to you as an accessory. It honestly just looks like he's about to beat you with a bat or a baton. Look at that, like doesn't it look like he's using a baton? Doesn't really look like the thing he's supposed to be using. God, it just kind of makes him look lame. The jacket is supposed to be the thing that makes him look cool, but now it makes him look lame. Just because they didn't do a great job with it. Okay, can I swap out the face at least? Like, maybe I should have done that before. How do I do this? I'm not familiar with the Naruto characters in terms of swapping faces. Come on, can I like just... Okay, that works. I can just take his head off. Okay, so I think the connection point is down here. Okay. So they made it so that this is all one single thing, which is pretty good, because that means less of a problem. I guess I'll just put this one on. Oh, right, and then there's that little hair that is like for the aesthetic part of it. I still think that's weird. Like, you could just, think if anything, just make that a part that can articulate. He's mad because his jacket doesn't. Oh, sorry. He's mad because his jacket doesn't fit properly. Like, look at this. He looks like a. He has like the most oversized collar. Like, the fuck. Okay, but let's see how he poses with the jacket on real quick. But how bad he looks in it. God, he does look like a kid in this jacket. It's like not tailored for him. And then his kick. His almighty kick. It does work, so I don't think it's hindered too much. But I can't take this character seriously now that he's wearing this fucking baby jacket. For sure, if you break it in a bit more, you'll be able to make it look cool, but I don't know. It's like not finessed enough where it actually looks like it's cool on him. Just made out of like a cheap material. I imagine it's probably like polyester or something, like just something real cheap. Honestly, like the jacket just makes him look like, and the stick just makes him look like a fucking wizard. Now he's in Harry Potter, what the fuck? It doesn't make him look cool at all. I think this isn't for me, this for my brother. He's gonna be disappointed, not me. I don't care. I'm just disappointed in the fact that it doesn't really look like him when he has the jacket on. Like, oh man, now I don't want the Itachi. Even though like, he's one of my favorites, but it's like, no. Like, if it's gonna look this messy, then never mind, I don't want it. Still looks cool, but it's a good figure, it's just that the jacket kind of ruins it. Okay, let me see if I can take all this off. Okay, now Chainsaw Man's the next one. I really like the box on this guy, it's like super colorful. Despite having a lot of dark colors, but let me see if I can do this one quick. Okay, I can do this a bit faster. Damn, he's like sunken in there. Look at that. They literally just straight up packaged him like completely in there. But that's not good, his knee already, ooh, a little prickly. Makes sense because of his chainsaw arms. How is he supposed to, oh, he has to like turn his arms, okay. Oh, what the? His face came off. Oh, I've heard about that. Like, it has a weird habit of his face coming off. Jesus Christ, look at this. How do I put that back on? Okay. It's kinda cool, but I don't know, it's just a dude in a suit, so. I could also just be a dude in a suit, but let's see. There's some. Is that shading or is that just like the light? I do like that there's blood on him, which makes sense. I guess he wouldn't be able to transform without there being blood, but like, the fact they actually put blood on it is pretty cool. They very easily could have just skipped that. You can put it like on the chainsaw, which is cool. But it should be like darker and more like detailed and like messed up. Like they just kind of put blood splatters on it without thinking about it. It's kind of annoying that his arms are like flat. Like there should be like more dripping like on his arms or something. Like make it look more bloody and more gory. If you're really gonna go for that, but alright, whatever. Let's see. The pants are really shiny. This part doesn't match this part. Kind of doesn't match this part either. Everything else is fine. Similar plastic and weights to like the Pain figure, which is pretty neat. Don't like how simplistic this part is. This should have a dry brushing or some kind of thing to make it look dirtier. Like, this should just overall be more quality in paint, like on how dirty like he should look. Because this is a very gory and gritty type of anime, so I think there should be more detail. Same with his shoes. Like, he has very clean and simple looking shoes. Like, why aren't these dirty? Alright, whatever. They look good. Let's see. The head. Oh wow. And neck can look up pretty well. That's good. I like his weird teeth. I don't like that his head is constantly trying to fall off though. You can look down. Also, you can see like his eye. Is that his eye? Yeah, like that yellow thing that looks like his eye. So this looks pretty. Looks down pretty well. Can you even see through there? Ooh, is this warped? Slightly warped, I think. Whatever. Okay. Sideways. Oh wow, look at that. Very dynamic neck. That's great. How come the characters I don't care about get like really good articulation? Shoulder. Okay, what about the arm? Yeah, it does this weird thing. So it kind of goes up like in a natural way, but you get this ugly shit. And I don't like that. See, this is what I'm talking about with the arm. Like, why does it have this weird flap? Like, you see that? Look at this. Why does it do that? Yeah, it makes the arm go up normally, but just don't over-engineer this shit, dude. Like, but the upside is that it does give you great arm range, and it's pretty seamless. Look at that. Look at how the arm just naturally swings. Like the way a normal person would swing their arm. So this part is good, it's just at the cost of a different type of range of motion. He can't really T-pose his arms without it looking fucking weird. Like that just looks strange. But it does work, so I don't know how I feel about it. If I did a full review, I'd say like, not sure, but at the moment, I don't know. Actually, wait, let me pull this back up before we do... So how does this work, actually? Seems like there's a little cutout here. Yeah, just a little cutout, I think. Or is that just... Yeah, just a little bicep thing here, I think. Or maybe that's a cap, where you can just kind of move the arm. I'm not sure how the forearm rotates. But the forearm is on a single, like, hinge, like a ball hinge sort of thing, like a Figma. And it just kind of bends like 90 degrees like this, which is fine, because it kind of has all this going on. But he also doesn't have any wrist movement because, well, obvious. Kind of creepy though that his hands, like, it splits through his arms. Like, look at that. That's fucking weird. It's part of the character design. But since he's also wearing a bunch of chainsaws on his body, very prickly. I don't like how easily you can kind of poke yourself with that. Like, it's not sharp enough to hurt you, but it's... yeah, it can sting a little. I don't like that. His tie kind of moves. Like, I think you can... oh, yeah. You can remove his tie and put a different one. Oh, there is shading here. That's kind of neat. Should be a lot more. Also, his suit is very wrinkly. I'm someone that always has to wear a suit, so I can vouch, like, this is very wrinkly. Okay, so let's see. Upper torso. Not much going back. Going forward. Oh, what the hell? I thought they said this thing was, like, super good. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Wait, why did it go better on one side, not the other? Oh, okay, I see it now. That's good. Okay, I see the range now. Still not the best going forward. I think going back a little bit better, but what about down here? No. Still not that good going forward. Like, is there something I'm missing? No, I think that's just it. Like, his torso is just kind of limited. Going back, like, damn. Go back. I do like that they incorporated the hinge or whatever in here. And then they put this top part above over the joint so that it can maintain the illusion that he has a very baggy shirt like over his pants, which is kind of cool. It's a cool little detail. I guess it's just a floating piece technically. There's a soft crotch piece. How does he kick? Oh, you see, when you combine it like this, it's a little bit better. Okay, so the legs make up for it, but whoa. Whoa, what happened here? Don't look at him from certain angles. Whoa. How did that happen? Oh, it doesn't swing, it just kind of like... That's weird. They focus more on the functionality than making it look good. Which, okay, sometimes that's good, but... Okay. Ooh. Really don't like those knees. They look kind of, ooh. Especially, you see how like, these parts kind of like stick out, like, ooh. Okay, still really good range though. Let's see. Can they both go? A little bit less range than Pain. Pain has like perfect splits. Die swivel. I think that's also a ball peg, so that's weird. The toes. Oh, whoa, look at this. Look at this range. Crazy ankle range. Goes up pretty well, doesn't go back too far, probably because of the shoes. And then the toe. That looked good, considering the pattern here, but hey, that's nice. It looks really smooth too, like the kinda transitions a bit better, but not the best. Alright, so it's not that bad. I don't really think he's super amazing or anything, but it's a good little figure, I guess, if you want to pose him. No, I feel like he's too simplistic for me to be impressed. But like, they haven't really they didn't do any real bad engineering on him. I just think the shoulders, the way like the arms are like this weird like angled like little flap thing, like that's kind of unnecessary. I want to take a look at some of his other stuff real quick, which is not much. Comes with this alternate face, which totally looks like Venom. I really like this. This looks cool. And then why does it take me so long? Oh, and then this little tie, which looks like it's flowing in the wind, which is kind of cool. I wish they had one that went the other way, so you could have both options. And then he has like a bunch of, like a small set of hands, because you know you can't really do much with them. So, he's pretty good. Not like super blown away, but it's a pretty well designed figure. And they probably went ham on the crotch piece, like being soft. Like this is probably a little too much, because now you can see all the mechanical bits. But hey, if it works, right? Like, look at that crazy kick. As long as you don't look at it from the other side, you're good. Yes, because it stays in one place. It doesn't literally go up. You see how it just kind of stays there? Like if it swung up, that'd be kind of neat. But, oh well. Yeah, so he has good range, which is good because Bandai has a problem with giving characters range. Alright, well there's Chainsaw Man. Not too bad. Don't like that his face comes off a little too easily though. It is kind of cool that he was like this in the box. Okay, then the last Bandai figure is... well, he's too big to show in frame, but it's the SH Monsterarts Dark Magician. So we'll take a look at this real quick, and then hopefully I have time to show Shinkalion, but no promises. Jesus, this thing's huge. Also, you can kind of see him in the box. There he is. It's gonna be annoying to get this guy out. SH Monsterarts is, the boxes are really big. SH Monsterarts have really big boxes, so let's see. Jeez, this dude comes with a lot of stuff. Thank God I got it for like $80. Because when you include this much stuff, you know, they want to charge the hell out of you, but damn! He comes with the big ass circle that he has in the original card art. He has an energy effect, he has like 3 faces, a bunch of hands, like a bunch of like figure stand stuff to connect his effects and everything, and so he can fly. And then the actual stand, it's like this big ass thing, which I think Flame Wingman had the same one. Like, damn. And then an optional hair thing? What's that about? Okay, I don't know where to begin with this guy. I just kind of want to cover the look and articulation. He might definitely need his own review. Okay, how am I supposed to open this? Okay, so here's Dark Magician. And I think he looks pretty good. Looks pretty on point to what he would look like in the card game and in the anime, so I do like they kind of gave him like a shiny, not chrome, but like a shiny like finish on his armor. There's definitely some like paint there. And it carries over to like the helmet and everything. I do wish they made one based on like the other version where he has like the black and like the blue color, but this is nice. Oh hey, this isn't a hard plastic, this is very soft. So it might actually be good for him. And he got no butt cheeks, but that's because he's armored up. We're into his magician shit. I'm assuming you can take this part off so he can just have like no helmet on. Huh. Is it all supposed to be like that? Isn't it all connected? Not sure. Okay. I really like the details. Like he's super shiny. He really painted like these like lighter purple parts, like the trim. Did a really good job. And the folds have like a lot of cool wrinkles. And some shading on it. That's pretty nice. You can see the difference between the inside, where it's like nothing, and then the front where it actually does have a lot of like shading, which is cool. There's no copyright info. I wonder where they put it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and he like ball hinges on the shoulder. Well, not there yet. Okay, so let's see how is his articulation. Please be really good. Okay, so his head. Okay, so his head can go like this. The hat actually makes it really easy to move his head. Can rotate. Damn, they did a really good job with his eyes. Look at that. Got the Kazuki Takahashi art style on point. Man, I wish he was still here so you could see how cool the Yu-Gi-Oh! Merchandise is. That's cool. pretty good neck range. Why is everything like, going wrong? Why is everything being messed today? Yeah, I thought like this would completely restrict him, but no. Look at that, he still gets really good head movement. He actually put some thought into this, so that's cool. Okay, now for the shoulders. They're on like a ball hinge. I think they're both connected to each other. Seems like they're both like connected. This is really cool. They did a ball hinge. And I love that it actually covers like what it's supposed to, unlike, you know, the fucking Dragon Ball ones where it always looks like it's not placed right. But I still don't like the offset ball peg. Maybe the ball peg should just be like here in the middle. Just don't make it too big, and maybe you can do it. I don't know, there's easier ways to do that. Like the Saint Seiya myth cloth figures do a really good job. But alright, whatever. Arm range, even with the shoulder pad, he can still go all the way sideways. Obviously, he can't go up because the shoulder pads get in the way. But can he like bring his arm across? So it is possible. So they can make characters with shoulder pads and have it go across their fucking chest. Unlike Dragon Ball. Look at this. Like, yeah, like, not really much you can do about that unless you made it so that this part sinks in, like right here. But yeah, Dark Magician can actually bring his arm across his chest. Wow, look at that. Fucking Dark Magician can do it, but not Goku. Not perfect, but he can still do it. Yeah, you know, oh, whoa, never mind. Look, he has a butterfly joint that actually works. Look at that. Pretty good. Not bad. The plastic quality on this guy is pretty good too. He has a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. Almost said knees. Double jointed elbows. Ah, see, this is what I was talking about. Like, look at how good that looks. The range on that is good. I don't know why Pain's didn't look as good. Then, wrists have range, but it's a little limited due to the tightness between his arm and the wrist. But you can still get some stuff. So that's fine. Okay, now the part I'm really curious about. How does this... I'm gonna leave this stuff on real quick. What the hell is that? You see that? What the fuck is this? Like a little smear or something. What is that? Whatever. Okay. Going forward. Whoa. Not bad. Going back. Okay. What about both? Considering like he's very tall and lanky, that's not bad. Like his torso is up here, his upper torso is here, and then this whole bottom part here is his lower torso. So considering there's no real room for it to curve, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, but let's see side to side. Not much on the top, but a little bit more on the bottom. It seems like it can work, but we'll see. I'm going back. It goes back okay. Pretty good. Man, I wish he could crunch forward a little bit more. Not that he needs to, but... Okay, so they did an interesting thing here where I think the waist joint, like the abdomen area, has a connector that puts the two parts of the skirt through a single peg, and then they just stay like that. Or they're glued on or something. If you look on the back, it flaps. You can actually manipulate it. And then here, same thing, it kind of flaps. So let's see if that gets in the way. Because Dark Magician has this thing like all the way in the front. I don't think it does. It doesn't really seem to get in the way. Maybe like a little bit. Nope. It doesn't seem to get in the way. At least not too much. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, he can kick all the way. That was my biggest concern. I thought this was like a shitty hard plastic piece, but no. They actually put some thought and consideration into it, so he can actually move. that's really awesome. Okay. Anything going back? I know he has butt cheek. Anything going back? Not much going back because he got butt cheeks. Okay, and sideways. Ooh, that might be his downfall. Oh wait, no. He got some. I'm not expecting Dark Magician to do fucking splits, but even Dark Magician can kick your ass, like with actual kits. But see, like, I'm not expecting Dark Magician to just suddenly drop his weapons and just start throwing hands, but he could if he wanted to. The attempt trained him to, so. Okay, he got some good articulation. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna say. Oh wait, I didn't finish everything. Okay, so double jointed knees. The big ass kneecap. Like, it doesn't look that bad because the kneecap kind of masks it. But you can still tell it looks weird. So it's okay. And then obviously thigh swivel, which is nicely well hidden. Don't even notice that it's there. Toe hinge. Not a lot of range going forward, and I mean ankles, and then the toe hinge is kind of. Oh wait, no, it's okay. There's a nice feel to it, like the feet on the figure. Okay, can he stand up on his own though? I know he's typically floating in the air, but can he just stand? Oh shit, he can just stand up. Okay, I'll put like one hand on him or something. I kind of want to move on to Shinkalion. But real quick, here's the Magician's Rod. It looks really cool. It's green, not as nice, I think, as like the actual Dark Magician himself, but some nice details. I do love the green color though, like the green turquoise sort of color. I feel like this green part, this little ball thing should have been like chrome or just shinier. It just kind of looks okay like that. But let's see, how can I put that on? I think he's left-handed, so I'm gonna put it on his left hand. He has the same hands for like everything, so. Oh, that comes off pretty easily. Okay. Hey, that's good. Now how do I do this? Do the instructions say how to take off his hands? Okay, look at me, I figured out what to do thanks to the instructions. I think he's right-handed, but whatever. I think it'd be cool if I just put it on the other hand. So you see this part? Right here, where the lines connect? This is actually the disconnection point. Which is good to know, because I wasn't sure. You see it's slowly coming off. So in case you don't have Dark Magician, this is how you're supposed to fucking take it off. And then you get to put the weapon in my favorite way. You get to put it in the figure my favorite way, which is just slipping it through the hand and not loosening the grip at all. So that's great. Because I hate it like on certain model kits and stuff where like they make it so that you have to make the figure literally grip it. And it's like, no dude, that's not how that works, because if you loosen the grip, then it makes it difficult for it to keep holding it like over time, if you keep like swapping it out. Now we got the Dark Magician holding the rod, which is pretty cool. Let me see if I can see a little bit more of it. There we go. Now we get the Dark Magician holding the rod. I'm gonna have to just do this in pictures because I might not have the time for everything. But here is his badass energy blast effect. Look at this! Can Dragon Ball characters get energy effects like this? Like, this is sick! Like, they basically just took a ball and then just put a whole bunch of stuff on it, which looks really cool. And it has like a little peg here so you can connect it to something. But like, dude, this is crazy cool. I love this. Like, man. Okay, I don't exactly know how the instructions wants me to do this, but I've created this fucking abomination. But let's see if it actually works. I'm actually not sure which one the ball this is supposed to go through. I think it's supposed to go here. Oh, it doesn't fit in this one as easily. So I think it just goes in this one, the tall one. So something tells me that's the correct one. Anyway, the instructions probably tells me, but I'll just figure it out. Yeah, just gotta get Dark Magician ready. Just have him up like this. Have to stand ready. Still have like the little plastic things on him because I don't want him to get damaged yet. Can it hold him up? It seems like it can. And then there's like this little clip thing. See this? There's this little clip. You connect the giant circle to it. This giant thing, which I'm not sure what it's made out of, but this thing, it connects to the clip, and then you put it behind Dark Magician, so you can recreate the way that he looks on the card. Actually, Dark Magician. Oh, come on. Okay, Dark Magician could probably just get propped up here. I'm assuming you actually plug it in here, but I don't know. I don't know what the proper orientation for all this stuff is. See, because I want Dark Magician to shoot the blast, but I can't exactly have the circle behind him if I do that. Unless I do some crazy mumbo jumbo right now, but yeah, that's basically all his stuff. Can't really set it up the proper way, but still looks pretty cool. I'll see if I can do this later, like at home. I'm not home right now, so I can't figure this out. I had the same problem with Flame Wingman, where like all of this like shit for the effects and everything was just so complicated. I guess this is why they don't do effects, because they can't figure out how to do it in a way that's easy to understand and isn't annoying. But yeah, this is a little much. I'll just start saying stuff. Okay, so I do want to say that out of the three Bandai, like Figuarts / Monsterarts, he was about to fall again, that I got, I think Dark Magician is probably the coolest one, not because I'm more biased towards Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dark Magician versus Naruto and fucking Chainsaw Man. I don't really care about those. But, like, he's just a really good figure, and he comes with cool accessories. He actually comes with the rod, he comes with like, the cool circle thing from the card, and he of course comes with a cool energy blast that he used like in the show and in the game. But it's very complicated to use some of that stuff, like with this fucking oversized thing here. I might use these for someone else when I go home. But yeah, I like him. He's pretty good. But now we gotta see if there's time for me to take a look at the final figure that I got, which is Shinkalion. So let's do that real quick. Okay, and then for the last thing, it's the Shinkalion 10th anniversary E5 Hayabusa. So I think this is essentially the same as the original, but it's obviously the 10th anniversary version, so it's a bit more special. I saw this in the Tokyo Skytree in Japan, like right before I was about to leave, but I didn't really have the money to spend on it because I had to save all my money for the airport. So let's see if this guy's any good. Also, hopefully the transformation is not too difficult because I'm not good at that sort of thing. So let's see. Also, he's legit in like in a cardboard box. Oh, the tape is on the top, okay. my first time buying a Takara Tomy like box, like a figure from Takara Tomy. Let's see. Well, I know he's split into parts, right? He's in a huge like batch of cardboard. He's in a huge batch of cardboard. Okay, so his instructions or everything are in here. And this is how he is packaged. He's quite literally... Oh, Jesus. It's quite literally in a big ass hunk of cardboard. Now I gotta figure out how to get this guy out. Wait, let's see. Why do I need to keep the cardboard? It's probably just... Oh boy. This is... okay. Kinda like a model kit, but not really. Just kinda like assemble him. Probably save the assembly. Do I need this part too? It's a little disappointing that it's not like a Transformer where like it's already like one single item, like you have to actually put this guy together. It's a little disappointing, but I guess that's how they have to do it now. At least for this line. I'm not sure if it's the same for Transformers nowadays. Alright, well, this is going to be a little tougher than I thought, so let me just open up all these pieces so I can figure out how to put this guy together. Alright, now Shinkalion is finished. That transformation took a while, but he's not like a transformer in the same sense that like Takara told me his other robots are. He's more of like a parts former, I guess that's what they call it. Where it's more about like taking the parts off and then assembling them and moving the joints and everything in the right way. Because you can tell like he has a lot of extra like, I guess kibble, or is the right word, but he has a lot of like extra stuff that you can see that it's kind of obvious that like what he's supposed to be, like especially this big ass gap right here, like you can just put your whole 2 fingers in there. Like, okay. But real quick, let's look at his details. I do love the green, it's like a turquoise type green. I think it looks super cool. Especially with this whole setup. Like, they literally like covered this dude in paint. Like, they actually like put some paint, some like purplish pink, some green, actually painted some gold, gave him, painted his eyes, and colored the face. You can see like some pink trim right here, with the green, and I think there's molded plastic. Like, they didn't have to do this. They could have just made it like completely plain, but they painted it enough so that kids can enjoy it and so that it looks good. This does look pretty good. There's like little bits of paint. And I think there's additional stickers. I think there's additional stickers that I think you can put on him. But I know this main one is for the actual train track thing, which is meant for display. So you have to like re-transform him back into his train form. But I'm probably not going to do that right now. I just spent like a half hour trying to put this dude in robot mode, so I'm probably going to leave him like this. Like, dude, like these instructions were a little, not difficult at all. Like they were pretty easy to follow, but it was just like, wait, what am I supposed to do? It was different from model kits. Model kits are, you know, you just kind of put the pieces together. And that's kind of it. But the end result is that you get this. Get this guy. So I'd say it was worth it. I was a little worried because I was like, oh man, I've never put one of these things together, but it worked out. The only part that confused me was this part right here. This part, you're supposed to push it forward, so then the head has room. I thought you had to just slide it underneath, but no, you have to make literal head room so that the head can move. Okay, so real quick, let's look at some of his articulation because it's surprisingly like well done considering like this is a transforming toy. Or a toy that you have to like, put together. Okay, so I don't think he has much of a... Oh, what the fuck? He actually has ab crunch because of that joint. He actually can look down. Look at that. This guy can look, this big dude can look down. And it does kind of suck that it's ratcheted, but... And he can look up. That's pretty cool. Actually, I could probably just... There we go. Yeah, and then he can look up. He's on a single ball joint, so he can kind of just move his head all around. Please don't mind the noise. I think a rocket is taking off. I think Shinkalion's about to take off. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. He's on a single ball peg, but he can just move his head. Like, freely. You can give him some attitude. Not sure how he can see so well when this big ass thing is in front of his chest, but I don't know. And also, like it's pretty obvious. You can see like he has this big connecting joint here, like this big piece. Okay, and then let me see. And of course he has waist twist. That's probably all he's gonna get. He doesn't have like a ball peg or anything. So, I don't think they could incorporate that into the design. Someone's really fucking doing laundry right now. Yeah, so he can waist twist, that's kinda it. Can you look back? I don't think he can lean back. Something's telling me he can't lean back. Yeah, I'm gonna not push that because I might break that. But it's cool that he can lean forward at the very least. Shoulders. Shoulders are connected through a big, huge, like square socket right here and here. And then I think this piece just rotates on that socket, so the arm can pretty much go 360 degrees. You can see like his like the screws and everything. He has a single jointed knee, but watch this. I mean, he has a single jointed elbow. Watch this. I don't know my limbs anymore. Like, hey, that's not bad. Like for a big chunky guy. His arm is very hollow. Feel bad for him. Oh, is it supposed to be like that, actually? Now I'm not sure. Wait, whoa. Because when it's this way, it only goes 90, like about 90, but when it's the opposite way, it goes further. So is this the intended range? But I don't think so. Because his thumb is right here. You can see his little thumb. So I think it's meant to just go 90 degrees. But the fact that I can do that anyway, just because it's unhindered, like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, he has no hand movement at all, because it's just tied to this single joint. Oh my god. It's tied to this single joint, so he can't really do much. He can still do like cool stuff with his arms, but like can't really change position. You can rotate the sword. That's kind of it. Okay, what else? Oh wait, his arms can almost go 90 degrees. I think it bumps into something. I think that's what it was. Jesus Christ, amazing. Oh, wait, no, you can adjust the shoulders. I didn't know that. Okay. You can adjust the shoulder pads so that he actually gets a full T-pose. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so he actually has a pretty good upper body, despite, you know, being this crazy, like, contraption. Okay, now for the legs. The legs are this part that connects to the train, like the main body of the train, and it has these two little white parts that connect the legs. So it's ratcheted, so kicks about 90 degrees. I think you could probably kick higher, just a notch higher. He can kick about a notch higher. That's about it. Like, I think it kind of fights with you if you try to kick it more, so that's about as good as it gets. Really nice, strong ratchets. Can kick all the way back. And obviously all the way forward. Like, that is crazy range. Like, this motherfucker's doing splits. Look at it. Bam. Doing splits. This is so intricate for like a kid's toy. I didn't know kids' toys were so advanced now. Okay. And his legs kind of like spring back in like that. And I think you can still connect them, but I'm not sure what the point of that is. And the only thing I don't like is that these are ratcheted, because I kind of want like the subtlety in the range, but I get why they do that. Okay, and then he has a thigh swivel, which is not ratcheted. You can just kind of move that. What about the legs? The legs... Yeah, see, because the arms aren't ratcheted. That's why I wish the legs weren't. But whatever, I guess that's how it works. Jeez. Okay, if you don't keep these things on, then, full splits. Look at that. Crazy. together. Okay, 90 degrees. Then the knees are, I think, a single joint, so they only go 90 degrees, but they're ratcheted. So his knee range isn't the best, but he's a big chonky guy, so makes sense. Like, this is like the literal toy, not like more anime accurate, so like, unless they do something crazy to re-engineer this, they're not going to be able to. So that's all you get, which is fine. Oof. And then he has a toe, an ankle and a toe right here. Well, no toe, but he has an ankle connected to a little thing here with a ball socket. Then just kind of, there's quite a lot of range there. Alright, so overall, what do I think of this guy? I think he's fucking cool. Like, he looks a bit jank because, you know, this is like the kids' toy version, not like the Chogokin or like the Motoroid or the Model Kit or like something that's more anime accurate. But like, if you just want like a cool robot toy, then this is fucking awesome. I love that I have this. The only thing that sucks is that train part, well, there's no real use for it now, unless I turn it back to the string form. And then this part seemingly is only for his transformation into his bigger form. And then the last thing is the actual train rails. I'm leaving it in the box because I don't need it right now. And this part is for storage so that you can put the other parts in there. So out of all the figures I got in this unboxing video, I'd say my favorite is definitely Shinkalion. Not because I hate like the other Shonen Jump characters, but I'm just not really that big into Naruto, despite the fact I do have some favorite characters. And the Chainsaw Man one, I kind of got out of curiosity, again thanks to AnthonysCustoms I was able to get Pain and Chainsaw Man, but man, the Shinkalion is so cool. Like, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass that you have to transform it and do all that stuff, but it's super cool, can pose really well, and comes with a cool sword and stuff, so I actually don't mind it. So I think out of all of them, I'm just going to say Shinkalion's my favorite, so I think that's it for now. See ya.